So there's this guy who runs a pretty big podcast in Miami named Myron Gaines, also known as Fresh and Fit. He brings these girls on his show to pretty much mock society in our current generation for the degeneracy that's going on with girls nowadays. My main problem with this podcast is the fact that this man purposely brings on the most sluttiest OnlyFans girls with no shame and tries to act like these girls represent all women in society. His show being based in Miami makes this even worse because Miami is known for having some of the most disgusting women in the world who are using their bodies as a way to get whatever they want. He makes a lot of points using these girls saying, haha, look, these women are all dumb. All women are internally hoes. Never listen to what girls tell you. And he gets his points proven, obviously, because all the girls on his podcast literally fit that criteria. He never brings on normal women who work genuine 9-to-5 jobs. He only wants the OnlyFans girls there so he can prove his point and say, look, all women are hoes. I was right this whole time. It's like if I wanted to prove that BMW makes horrible cars and I only look at their most ugliest and most worn down cars on their dealership lot while completely ignoring the most expensive, well-maintained cars. Like, I just want this guy Myron to get out of Miami and the whole internet fame world and come back to reality where he sees great women hustling the right way and having a beautiful marriage with beautiful kids. But listen, what's worse than Myron is some of the soy boy little losers that argue against him in favor of the OnlyFans girls. I seen dudes in his comments saying, oh, just because she does OnlyFans doesn't make her a hoe. Let girls have fun, it's 2026, leave them alone. Or they even go as far as saying OnlyFans is just a job like any other and to let people make money and it's okay. I genuinely don't understand some of these punks. They seem like the type of dudes that will let their own daughters be making explicit content. But to be honest, these guys are probably never even gonna have kids in their life since they're just simps with no backbone who don't stand for nothing and will agree with whatever they can to get a little bit of coochie. Funny thing is, girls would rather date a misogynist like Myron than these spineless little cowards. Like, these guys really think that by sucking up to women and agreeing with whatever they say that they'll actually get a little bit of coochie in their life. Like, no bro, you're just the OnlyFans girl's little pet that will always take their side no matter what. You're nothing more than a dog. Myron takes it too far by calling all women hoes and degrading them, but these simps also take it just as far by defending OnlyFans and degeneracy. It feels like there's no middle ground anymore. Like, what happened to all of that? It's either you're a misogynist or you're a little beta male simp. Like, why can't I just be a guy who supports women dressing modestly and getting in loving relationships without being called a hater or sexist? The word misogynist is just thrown around so much that everyone becomes one. But honestly, shout out to all the girls who understand exactly what I'm saying. Because on the internet, it seems like all girls support degeneracy and defend OnlyFans. But in real life, you finally get to see the girls who are on the same page as you. It's making me think that like the internet is just a bunch of bots. I wouldn't be surprised if the girls defending this behavior on the internet are really just some dudes named Rakesh living in India being paid to support degeneracy. That last part might be a stretch, but you get the point. The internet just amplifies the loudest, most extreme voices. It's never the normal, grounded people going viral. It's always the ones who are the most chaotic, the most outrageous, disgusting takes, the people with the most unhinged personalities. And that's exactly why this whole debate feels so broken. Because in real life, things are way more balanced than what you see online. You got women who are in school, working jobs, building something for themselves, staying low-key, not chasing attention, but you'll never see them on these podcasts. Why? Because that doesn't get any views. It doesn't go viral. Nobody's tuning in to watch a calm, peaceful, respectful conversation. People want to see something that's dramatic. Why? Because drama sells, degeneracy sells, chaos sells, and people like Myron build their whole platform around that. But on the flip side, the defenders build their whole identity by protecting that chaos and being simps. It's like both sides need the extreme version of the other to even exist. Myron needs those girls to look bad so he can push his message, and the simps need Myron to look bad so they can feel like they're the good guys protecting women. Meanwhile, regular people like us are just sitting there like, bro, what's going on? Why is this happening? And that's where the problem really is. It's not just Myron, it's not just the girls, it's not just the simps. It's the fact that everything is turned into just content for the internet. Nobody's actually trying to understand each other anymore. It's all just clip farming, viral moments, and saying the most outrageous thing possible to get attention. And when you consume that every day, it starts to mess with your brain. You start thinking, oh, all girls are like this, all girls are like that. But in reality, most people aren't. Most people are just normal. Most guys aren't misogynist, and most girls aren't on OnlyFans. Most people just want a solid relationship, a stable life, and someone they can trust. But that doesn't get views. So instead, you get this fake online world where everyone starts to buy into this and think it's reality. And if you sit in that too long, you start actually picking a side. You either go full on, oh, women are the problem, or you go full on, men are insecure and controlling, with no in between. And that's exactly what's killing any real conversation, because the middle ground, which is where most people actually are, gets completely ignored. Is it really crazy to say, don't generalize all women based on a small group of influencers? Or is it crazy to say, maybe selling your body online does have some long-term consequences and is pretty bad for you and you shouldn't do it? Both of those things can be true at the same time. But online, you're not allowed to think like that. It's like you have to pick a team. And if you don't, both sides come at you. One side calls you a misogynist and the other side calls you a simp. It's like, bro, what happened to just thinking for yourself? And honestly, that's probably the biggest takeaway from all this. Stop letting the internet shape your entire worldview, because these podcast clips and these comment sections, they're not reality, it's just entertainment. It's designed to keep you watching, and it's designed to make you angry. That's what gets you engaged in it. But in real life, it's way more easier than that. Real life is meeting someone, getting to know them, understanding their values, and seeing how they move. Not judging an entire gender based on a 30-second clip from a Miami podcast. So yeah, Myron's wrong for generalizing all women, but the people defending everything with zero standards, they're not right either. The truth is somewhere in the middle, which most people fall under. And if more people were willing to stand there instead of picking extremes, things would probably make a lot more sense. But at the end of the day, it's all just internet stuff. It's going to be the same cycle. More podcasts, more clips, more outrage, and more division. And everybody on the internet thinks they're right, when in reality, it's completely different. If you made it this far, let me know what you think. Is there actually a middle ground anymore, or is everything just extremes now? Drop a comment.